We've been fortunate to experience some incredible campgrounds in our travels, but this one is different. The Russian River Campground is truly unforgettable. Come see why we fell in love with this place. Welcome to part 11 of our epic Alaskan RV adventure, where we explore the fabled Russian River area of the Kenai Peninsula. We'll start by departing the Homer Spit, then travel north on the Purple Heart Highway to Cooper's Landing and the Russian River Campground. It feels like we just arrived in Homer, and now we're off again. Though we'd love to linger and explore this area further, perhaps take a water taxi to Halibut Cove, or embark on a charter fishing adventure, a special destination awaits us further north. We're going to travel about 120 miles up the iconic Alaska Highway 1, affording us the opportunity to experience this scenic route from a different perspective. We're searching for a gas station we noticed on our southbound journey near Ninilchik, which offered particularly competitive fuel prices for this region. Ah, here we are. This is the spot. While those prices might not seem particularly remarkable to viewers in certain regions, they're quite competitive here in Alaska. We'll pass through Soldotna and Sterling once more, then it's just a short distance to our campground. Thankfully, we noticed the campground during our journey south yesterday, so we're already familiar with the route. This campground boasts a well-maintained entrance station, indicative of its size and popularity. Apparently, there must be some wildlife around here, though we're not seeing it. The traffic flow is efficiently managed here, with separate lanes and signals for day-use visitors and campers. How's that for organization? We're thrilled to be staying at the Russian River Campground. This place is not easy to get into, but there's a story.
Hop up on your right-hand side. Check out is at noon tomorrow.
Thanks. When I booked our reservation online, it appeared that the subsequent days were transitioning to a first-come, first-served system. I was delighted, thinking we could secure the last day of the season, then enjoy a few additional days on that basis. However, it seems there's been a change of plans. The campground isn't transitioning to a first-come, first-served system. It's closing for the season. It appears we must depart tomorrow after all. They're planning significant renovations, which, judging by the current state of the roads, are certainly warranted. Fortunately, we have both today and tomorrow free, so we're determined to make the most of our limited time in this remarkable location. This campground enjoys a near legendary reputation, renowned for its prime access to salmon during their runs, though not currently in progress, and for its breathtaking natural beauty. And upon its reopening later in 2025, the roads are expected to be significantly improved. Let us know in the comments if you find that to be true. With 83 campsites and over 100,000 annual visitors, it's easy to imagine just how bustling this campground can become. We're searching for Site 17 in the Steelhead Loop. It should be located just ahead on our right. We'll also be creating a 360-degree virtual tour of this campground, and we'll be sure to include a link in the description once it's available. This will hopefully prove useful, as the recreation.gov website currently lacks site-specific photographs. The journey up here to the campsites is quite a bit longer than we anticipated. But with all the day use visitors here, it's good that it's spaced out. We've arrived at the Steelhead Loop. The loop employs a one-way traffic system, a sensible choice considering the narrowness of the roads. Here's Site 17. While spacious, it does have a rather significant downward slope towards the front. Fortunately, it's quite level from side to side, which is ideal for us as it eliminates the need for leveling blocks. Indeed, our 53-foot combined length fits comfortably. You'll notice the bear box to the left of the trailer. This is prime bear habitat, so vigilance is essential regarding food storage and other potential attractants. And the campsite opens up beautifully, offering a surprising degree of privacy. A true gem. We only wish we could extend our stay. Time to head inside and prepare some lunch. Before embarking on our hike, we need to fuel up, and Reuben sandwiches seem like the perfect choice for today's adventure. These hearty sandwiches will fuel us for the next several hours while we're out on the trail. We'll take a shortcut to the trailhead from our campsite, avoiding a return trip around the loop. Fortunately, there's a helpful kiosk in the Red Salmon Loop to assist us in locating the trailhead. It appears the trailhead lies on the far side of this loop. The route is somewhat unclear, but we appear to be heading in the right direction. This trail is exceptionally well maintained, and the vibrant colors are simply delightful. There's a slight incline, but nothing too strenuous. This should be a pleasant and leisurely hike. Given the abundance of salmon in this area, it's reasonable to expect a healthy bear population as well. We're carrying bear spray as a precaution. And we're making a conscious effort to be audible during our hike so as to avoid any unexpected encounters with the local fauna. The trail's well marked with informative signage, such as this one illustrating the differences between fire damage and bark beetle infestations. A primary distinction lies in the tree's post-infestation fate. Fire-damaged trees often remain standing for an extended period, while bark beetle-infested trees typically succumb to trunk rot and topple within a few years. We've successfully reached the Russian River. Now, to locate the falls. Just look at that clear water. Sure would be helpful if this sign included distances. As we continue our hike through the forest, we encounter some intriguing flora. Perhaps this sign will provide some helpful insights. Indeed, it does. It's unfortunate that such clarifications are necessary for some individuals. Local residents are permitted to harvest up to 25 salmon via dip netting. However, this method is not available to visitors. The sound of rushing water reaches our ears, an encouraging indication. At last, we've arrived. There should be a viewing platform here. And to our surprise, we have it to ourselves. We anticipated a much larger crowd. Perhaps visiting on a Monday has its advantages. The falls are located a considerable distance below. which is likely advantageous given the presence of bears feeding on salmon. But we're not seeing any salmon. Let's quickly confirm the distance. This measurement is from the campsite. Fortunately, with a long lens, we can get a better view of what's going on down there. Look at that! There are indeed salmon down there. The spawning cycle triggers remarkable physical changes in salmon. Males, driven by hormones, often develop noticeable humps on their backs and those distinctive hooked jaws. And then there's the vibrant red of the females. This isn't just a pretty sight, it's a crucial signal letting males know they're ready to spawn. However, the degree of that fiery red hue is a fascinating story. It's determined by a confluence of elements, including the salmon's diet, their unique genetic makeup, and even their individual stage in the spawning process. The calm before the storm, those seemingly peaceful salmon are now about to confront the raging torrent of the Russian River Falls. This is no leisurely swim. It's a brutal, exhausting climb, pushing them to their absolute limits. You'll see their relentless attempts, their sheer determination. But the falls are relentless too, and many are forced to retreat, only to gather their strength and try once more. Why do they fight so hard? It's the pull of their spawning grounds, driven by an innate purpose to reproduce, to continue their species' legacy. Each leap, each struggle, a vital step in this ancient cycle, ensuring their lineage persists. The Russian River has carved this rugged landscape over countless years. Glacial melt and the constant flow of water have sculpted these falls, creating both a breathtaking spectacle and a challenging obstacle for the returning salmon. This river, a lifeline for both wildlife and humankind, exemplifies the Alaskan wilderness. There's something truly special about walking through this dense vegetation. The ferns, with their ancient elegance, create a sense of timelessness. And the flowers and berries feel like hidden gifts, discovered along the way. It's a magical connection with the wild, a moment to be cherished. Back at the campground, we can't help but reflect on what a truly incredible hike that was. It's easily one of the nicest we've experienced in recent memory. Now, if we can just find our site. There we are. And our final distance check reveals this is right in our sweet spot. After a nice hike like that, we're very ready for dinner, and tonight features stir-fried chicken and vegetables. With ample garlic and chilies, it's sure to satisfy. We'll make enough so we have leftovers. We love stir-fry. It's a great, quick, one-pot dish and easy to cook in the confines of an RV kitchen. Served with steamed jasmine rice, it just doesn't get better than this. Add to that a baseball game and we're ready to call it a night. It's a beautiful morning, and while we would love to spend a few more days here, it's time to move on. They do have a dump station here, but our next stop has full hookups, and so we're going to pass on that. Doesn't it figure the nicest day of the season is probably going to be the day they close? And we just can't get over how blue those waters are. We're going to make one more stop on the way out to get an aerial view of this gorgeous location. Here we look down upon not the Russian River, but rather the Kenai River itself. We're just a bit east of the confluence of the two rivers. The contrasting textures of the coniferous and deciduous trees perfectly complement the striking blue of the river. It's a visual masterpiece, making this Alaskan landscape even more spectacular. We're visiting the Russian River Campground a bit later in the season, just after the typical late sockeye salmon run. That explains why we're not seeing more fishermen on the river today. There are definitely still salmon around, as we've witnessed, but not in the massive schools that attract large groups of anglers earlier in the summer. But that said, we couldn't be happier with our choice to visit late in August. It's been truly an amazing stay. Goodbye, Cooper's Landing. We're gonna miss your stunning scenery, incredible wildlife, and that peaceful river. But never fear, we'll be back. Exiting through the gate, we're officially handing the keys back to the construction crew. We had an amazing time as some of the final campers of 2024, but now it's your turn. Anyone who visits the new and improved Russian River Campground in 2025, give us an update in the comments. We'd love to hear about it. Now we join the Sterling Highway once again, heading north to Palmer. And now, as we head north on the Seward Highway, we spy one more opportunity to go airborne. What a magnificent landscape! The beauty of driving in Alaska is the freedom to stop and enjoy the view whenever it strikes you. With turnouts like this practically everywhere, you're never far from a breathtaking vista. It's an amazing way to experience the vastness and beauty of this state. That's Canyon Creek down below, winding its way through the rugged landscape. It certainly lives up to its name, nestled deep in that picturesque canyon. As nice as this little break has been, we need to get on the road again and make our way northward. We have a reservation waiting for us in Palmer at the Springer RV Park, and we're looking forward to some civilization for a change. If you enjoyed this video, we'd appreciate it if you'd give it a like and subscribe to our channel to help us create more content like this. We'll see you in Palmer. Thanks for watching.